Hello everyone, Jerry Cherry Pie here, and today I have the Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Model 2.0 Metal Edition. The MSRP on this is $899. Let's see what you get for the money. So, why do they call it the Metal Edition? Let's think about it. Well, because it's more metal than before. This is not fully metal. This is probably like 95% metal, so it's made out of aluminum, so it is about 5 ounces heavier than the traditional M&P series that are polymer-based frames, but it's not quite as heavy as if it were to be like a stainless steel gun. 5 ounces doesn't sound like a lot, but it is noticeable, and especially with felt recoil and things like that. It will help you feel less recoil in your hands, and it's also just a little, helps you stay on target, helps you be more accurate. Pretty cool. And it's also not too heavy, as like say you were getting a 1911 that's all stainless steel, adds a lot of weight. So this comes in a tungsten gray Cerakote, so it's very nice looking, very beautiful, and it's got a little two-tone going on. So you got everything's gray except for like the slide release, the takedown lever, even the barrel's black. So it's got some nice black accents. The front part of the grip is polymer, so there's a little plasticky there. It's got a nice little rough texturing to it. And the back has 4 interchangeable grips. So it comes pre-installed with the medium size, but it also gives you anywhere from small to large. It does have what's called reversible magazine release. So it comes, from the factory with a left-handed. Left-handed on left hands, so if you're right-handed, it's easier to use. You can switch to the other side. It does have wide slide releases or slide stops, whatever you want to call it, on both sides, and they're not very sharp, like they're not flat, they're very rounded, so it's very ergonomic if you want to carry it. But it's also wide enough that you can easily hit it when you need to. It has a loaded chamber indicator on top. This is very basic. It's just a tiny little hole. So what will happen is when you have a round in the chamber, you'll see the brass sticking out the back of the little hole there. So you'll say, oh, my gun's loaded, without having to, check it. But kind of a waste, because you should always assume your gun's loaded. So it has rear and front serrations. They're kind of weird too. I don't know why most gun companies just have straight lines. They decided to have this little cool wavy pattern look, which, it looks nice. Looks really good. But it just helps you kind of grab the gun. If your hands are sweaty, you get some extra grip right there, so you can pull the gun back. And beginner models have serrations on the back. More advanced ones have them on the front, so you want to do like a press check. You'll be all like John Wick. You can go like that from the front easier versus the rear. Because if you do it, if you're in a combat situation, you have to break your grip, not necessary, but it's cool. It's an advanced feature. This is an advanced gun, so you get all that cool features. It has their new Model 2.0 flat-facing trigger. It's not completely flat. They don't call it a flat trigger. They call it flat-facing. So if you look really hard, it is got a slight curve to it. But basically, it's got this little thing that's sticking out. That's the trigger safety. So when you have to have that pressed in before you can pull it all the way back. It is really nice. I would say this is the nicest Smith & Wesson trigger out there. If any of you have felt some of the other hinge models, which just look like a U and you try to pull it back, it's not very fun to pull back. This is the nicest Smith & Wesson trigger there is. My only complaint is because it has this really weird piece sticking out. Most other companies found out how to make it kind of flush when you push it in, like a Glock. It hides in the trigger. Theirs sticks out noticeably. So like when you're pushing it, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but like when you put your finger on there, like it feels like there's like a lump there. And so it's just kind of putting pressure against your finger. So like a long shooting scenarios, you're shooting for like an hour or so, it's going to start to feel like something's putting specific pressure right there in the middle of your finger. It's going to start to be bothersome. But other than that, the gun is very smooth. This coating, this tight, what do you call it? Excuse me, tungsten gray. The whole gun is very smooth. All the contours are right there, so when you put your finger there, give you a nice good grip. They don't have anything too much on this side, but on the left-hand side, they do have little cutouts. So when you're holding the gun. You know, your thumb fits there perfectly. Pretty cool. Give you a Picatinny style rail on the bottom so you can add your favorite lights and lasers. It does have a 4.25-inch barrel, which is, you know, just a good sweet spot. Anything longer and it becomes a huge pain to carry, and anything smaller it's not going to be very accurate at longer ranges. And it does have, it's optic ready. That's what the OR stands for in Smith & Wesson models, is optic ready. And you just unscrew it. They give you a bunch of plates for all the popular models of, you know, Trigicons and Venoms and Vortexes and Holosuns and all that. It'll fit in there. And you just unscrew it, put the new one on there, and your sight's ready to go. And if you don't want that, it does come with factory, you know, white dots on the front and the back. But come on, man, it's almost 2023. You need to get an optic on your gun. It makes it so much easier to aim. And it's also good in defensive situations. You can use it like against a flat surface to rack your gun easier. It comes with two 17-round magazines, and it takes all Smith & Wesson M&P Model 2.0 17-round mags, so you have plenty of magazines available. It fits all the regular M&P Model 2.0 holsters, so there's nothing different about the gun other than it's heavier than a regular one. So let me know below. What do you think? Do you prefer the polymer guns? Do you prefer the all stainless steel big boys, or do you like in between? I think this is a really, really good option. The company's coming out with more and more metal-based guns. I think it's a very good medium ground where you get the accuracy and the recoil control of a metal gun, but you still get that light factor. Because I mean, in reality, like me, I carry every day, right? So when you add up the ounces and you're carrying and you're walking around for hours and hours, it adds up, you know? And then you got to add the ammo and all that. It starts to add up. So I think it's a really great choice. Whether you're new or experienced and you want to up your game, but you don't like some of the other stuff out there, you want to keep what you have, it's a great way to upgrade. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.